welcome to ZBC Motorsports. I'm Rooster, Cecil's on the camera. I'm going to give you the update on the Red Menace. Alright, first off, we gutted all the lights out of it and made this custom grille, and D-Rect welded me up a nice pipe bumper for the front, and me and Goose, we made this nice intake with a snorkel. Had her down at Bakerfest a few months back and tested it out. Worked out pretty good. As I said in the last video, I predicted that we were going to have issues with clearance of the front tires. So for right now, we're still running those stock tires, but it performed pretty good down at Bakerfest, so I'm actually impressed by those little tires. When we were building the snorkel, I added in this flex tube so that the door still opens. Now, I've been told by a couple different people that over the time, that's going to fatigue, and wear out, and crack, and completely defeat the purpose of the snorkel. So I'm predicting that at some point, I'm going to have to replace that with something better. Alright, on the inside, added a CV. When you're out on the trails, you got to be able to talk to your buddies. If something goes wrong, you have to let them know so that they can come back and help you. And also, I changed the shifter out for a B&M T-shifter, because in my opinion, it feels better, fits my hand better, allows you to really bang shift those gears a lot easier so you can make it through the mud. Now, during the build, Cecil brought up the idea of putting a toolbox on the back of here, and in fact he actually donated this toolbox off of his old Ranger he used to have. So keep spare parts and tools and chains and all kinds of stuff in here, you know, so when you're out on the trail and something breaks, you have the stuff to fix it. In my opinion, that's very important. You never want to be stranded anywhere without tools and stuff to keep your rig running. Then right behind the toolbox, we added these two seats out of a Pontiac Sunfire, I believe it was. And well, the plan is either over the winter or next season, want to take and drill holes through here to the frame so we can weld up a nice exo cage on it. Gonna bring it up and over the seats, keep them safe. That's the most important thing. I want to keep my friends safe. I don't want this thing to roll over and kill anybody. Bring it up over the seats, and then bring the exo cage down along the frame and out to the front here. So keep me and whoever's riding inside with me safe. And well, along the back here, welded up another bumper and a D-ring on the back. That got tested out quite a couple times down at Bakerfest, and surprisingly, it all held together.
It's like we know what we're doing.
Almost. And now I had a lot of people telling me that these tires were not going to fit on this truck. Here's the proof. Y'alls were wrong. I didn't change anything of the bed here. All I did was rip the bed sides off. This is all still stock. The only spot it rubbed at all when it was flexing around was it rubbed a little bit in here. So I might have to space these out a little farther. But there's actually another thing in the works right now. I ain't going to tell you what it is yet in case it goes wrong. But that might actually solve my problem anyway. But yeah, this is all still stock. This never touched here when this is flexing around, bouncing around down at Bakerfest. So, also, I need to figure out a way to attach this better, but for the time being it works, and during all that bouncing, this never broke, came loose, nothing. So, for the time being, it's all good. Alright, inside on this side. Added a 4-point racing harness I got from a drag racing buddy of mine. And it's out of code, so he couldn't use it anymore, but it's good enough to keep me safe. I don't feel like it's going anywhere. But anyways, that's all for now. Now you know what changes we've made so far. There's still a lot to come, so make sure you stay tuned. Y'all have a good one.